Woo, what's the deal? It's David DC. I'm back with another video. I'm just finna just spit this knowledge. If you get value out of this video, share the video. Kind of dark, whatever. But this video is gonna be about the importance of capitalism. I want to talk about capitalism because a lot of people don't understand how blessed we are to actually have a capitalist society. Okay. And why we must protect it, okay, at all costs, okay? Now, capitalism, if you don't know what capitalism is, I'm gonna put it in simple terms. Capitalism is what allows us American people to come up, to benefit off entrepreneurship, off of doing our own thing and making our own money, okay? Now, why we must protect that is because, look at China, okay? China has a socialist society. Their government runs them. Okay, the government dictates and tells them what they can and cannot do. Okay, now I made a post, I think a couple months ago, talking about, they're trying to bring socialism and communism into America for specific reasons. I'm looking at everything besides just one aspect of it. People say, oh, you can't just sit here and say communism is coming to America because we have to wear face masks. It's not that. It's the fact that the dollar, the value of the dollar is weakening. It's very weak right now, okay, if you don't know, because we're just printing money. Inflation is already happening, and there'll be a point in time where the dollar just collapses and we don't have no currency. Now every country turns to the US dollar. So if the US dollar fails, everything fails. Okay, that's where now we print all this money, sending all this money, trillions of dollars is being printed. Okay, in 2020, the most money has ever been printed in history of the printing history. Okay, now why is that important? That is important because if the dollar collapses and the people are forced to depend on the government, they can't. Socialism is brought in. Okay, it's being snuck in. Okay, that, like it or not, it's being snuck in because no one pays attention to this shit. But capitalism allows us to literally start our own businesses. People, the post I made about this, someone commented saying they was tired of capitalism. I'm like, what do you mean? Because the people that don't take the initiative to actually capitalize, what I call capitalism, to capitalize on the benefits of being able to start your own business, make your own money for yourself. You don't have to work for anyone, but that's why, because we have a capitalist society, we're able to create our own things and make businesses. Okay, that's what this country was built on, entrepreneurs, not workers. Okay, now if capitalism is wiped away from us and they tell us what businesses can and cannot open, like it's already started, like when COVID started, so many businesses went out of business simply because of COVID, and they're not going to open up. Like 60% of businesses closed down and are not going to open back up. And there have been businesses that were forced to shut down because of COVID, but that's because the government would fine them. They would get fined. Now, yeah, I understand COVID is killing people and stuff, but when you look at the bigger picture and the overall agenda, capitalism is very important. We must protect it. If they take capitalism away from us, we have no other way of capitalizing off, And some people may say, oh, well, fuck, money isn't everything. Yeah, money ain't everything, but why do we go to work for it every day? We making other people rich, working for it, working for crumbs. Now, if you want to work, that's okay. That's okay. Go ahead and do it. You know what I'm saying? But this life's all about happiness and doing what you want to do. If you don't want to work for no one and you want to come up in society, you know what I'm saying, do what you need to do. But all I'm saying is we must protect capitalism. That's what they're trying to do. They're slowly trying to take it away from us, and That's not a good thing. It's not gonna be a pretty sight when you wake up one morning and they tell you you can't do this, you can't do that. Do you want people to dictate over your life and tell you what you can and cannot do? I mean, yeah, follow the fucking laws, yeah. But I'm saying, like, people in China, their fucking social media is their social media is, I can't think of the word, but people that speak out against the government in China are put in prison. The people, you can't have a certain amount of kids, you can't do this, you can't do, like, it's crazy, but it's what's going on. And when you do a little research and connect the dots and see who's all in collusion together, you'll realize what the fuck I'm talking about. But it's important to really value capitalism, because when you want to start your own business, like when you want to learn a skill and make money off of it yourself, and that way you don't have to work a job and do something that you love, instead of being told that you have to work this job because that's all you can do. like you're going to be told that you can only work for Amazon because Amazon's gonna be one of the big dogs, you know what I'm saying? And personally, I would hate to work for Amazon. I've never worked for Amazon, but I'd hate to work for Amazon. He be working them niggas like dogs, like, for real. But capitalism is very important, and I don't know. I just wanted to just talk about that. I feel like I didn't really talk about shit, but I did. That makes sense. Capitalism is the bread and butter. Capitalism is the reason why people are wealthy. Okay, some people, they say they don't really like I said, girl said she didn't care about capitalism. I guess she's okay with working a 9-to-5 job. There's nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5 job. No. Nothing wrong with working a 9-to-5 job, but it's something wrong with living check to check and being poor and giving your time away to a fucking job that doesn't even value you. You know what I'm saying? You drop dead today, they replace you the next day. You know what I mean? That's just my opinion. I'm an entrepreneur. I can't stand working for people. I still work a job, but I'm blessed to be able to say I still have a job, because I know so many people have lost jobs, they lost their jobs, but I still have my mindset. I don't want to work for anyone. I want to be able to have time freedom. I want to be able to have financial freedom. That way I can do as I want and go where I want. You know what I mean? And if they take away capitalism, I wouldn't be able to do shit besides work for these niggas. I'm cool on that shit, bro. I'm cool on it. I'm doing what I gotta do. Same with everybody else. I'm not shaming nobody that work no job, bro, because there's nothing wrong with it. But there's something wrong with doing something that's not meant for you to do. Life is too short to be doing things that you don't want to be doing. Okay, I say that right now. Real talk. All right. So value capitalism. We must protect capitalism, and don't let them bring in a socialist society. They bring in socialism, you'll be surprised what the fuck will happen. Like, I want you to look at it like this. Our taxes have been raised. Gas is going up. We make less now because inflation is happening. Money is becoming worthless. Money is already worthless. It's just fucking paper. It's just an ideal belief system without money. And, yeah, we need money to have in place to have order so we can buy things and this and that and the third. But what if money just disappeared? It can happen. It's happened before. Look up the last Great Depression. Look it up. Like, why don't people know about this shit? We learned about it in school. Oh, I forgot. A lot of niggas didn't pay attention in school. That's why. Look, money. There was a point in time where money was so worthless. They was literally putting they money on the walls for their wallpaper. Like, for real. Like, it got to that point. Niggas couldn't even buy a loaf of bread with the money that they had because, goddamn, it was worthless. You feel what I'm saying? So. And it's happening even more. People just don't really realize it because it's not really affecting no one yet. You know what I'm saying? Not yet, but it's happening. Things cost more. Things cost more. And, I don't know, man. I just like, I gotta vent. I gotta talk my shit. I gotta talk my knowledge. And I gotta talk what I see. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Shit, I hope I'm wrong. I don't wish none of the bad shit that I have been learning about. I don't want none of that shit to come true. But from the looks of it, from the research, and from my own knowledge and my hypothesis, these niggas just trying to kill us. Okay, and I think people should know about it. I hate when people say conspiracy theory. That's fucked up because for one, the CIA created that phrase, conspiracy theory, to throw off the masses. Okay, that's people so quick to say conspiracy when there's it's literally I've seen videos of people torturing kids. I've seen it with my own eyes. Okay, I can't unsee that shit. Okay, you mean to tell me that's conspiracy? Nah, bro. All I'm saying is niggas need to wake up, stop being in and out. There's nothing wrong with being a fucking worker. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't want to do it. And all I'm saying is, do some research, educate yourselves. Knowledge is power, truly powerful. Knowledge is worth more than money. Okay, because if you don't know shit, they can tell you anything and you believe it. You say they tell you anything, and you believe it. Real talk. That's because niggas don't know any better. You feel me? I can't be fooled because I do my own research. I can't be fooled because I do my own research, and I don't just look at one aspect. I'm looking at every other aspect. I feel like this whole pandemic is being used to sneak in the new I don't want to say it, the new world order. Okay, I feel like can't see shit. Shadow, but I feel like this pandemic is just being used so the new world order could be put in place. And if you don't know what that is, do your research. Google, YouTube. I prefer YouTube over Google because you find actual people talking stuff, not just Google, because Google can censor. YouTube censors too, motherfucker. But there are real people on here talking real facts. I'm not the only one saying this. And I'm 21. There are people that are older than me. I'm all for getting my life together. Not just mine. I'm just saying in general, as a person that's living in America right now, we need to go for getting land. Land is probably one of the best things you can have, because think if this pandemic got worse and everything just shut down, or if for those who aren't gonna get the vaccine shot, what if they tell you can't do this, you can't participate in regular life because you don't have the vaccine? But a lot of people don't want to take it because of the knowledge behind it, which other people don't take the time to learn about. But I'm all for getting my own land, growing my own crops, growing my own food, having literally living off the grid, not needing society. Because once society decides to cut you out, you're going to be left out. You feel what I'm saying? So, and there's a lot of people that are already aware of this shit. And my generation is the least prepared. Like, I'm 21, like I said, and I don't got shit prepared. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have land. I know plenty of niggas that got money. They not doing nothing with their money but buying designer. You know what I'm saying? And that's foolish. Go buy a lot and put a house on it or something, you know what I mean? So you can have your own shit. That way can't nobody take your shit. Because once niggas can take your shit, you have to depend on someone else. Socialist society. Alright? Now, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. You don't have to even listen. I don't care. Those who are meant to hear will listen to what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So feel me? I'm not the only one saying this shit either. I'm not. So you feel me? I'm not even. This is just the tip of the iceberg. I'm not even talking about shit for real. But we must protect capitalism. It is very important. Okay, you want to get motherfucking money. You want to be wealthy. We must protect capitalism at all costs. Okay, if it transitions over, which people don't know what that means. No, we live we have a democracy, but we're letting other people decide for our lives. that aren't even going to be alive. Like, Joe Biden's not going to be alive in 50 years. I'll be 50. I'll be 50 in 2050. 2050. You feel me? Half these people that are in the government will not be alive. Who do you think else is going to take place? You know what I'm saying? I just want people to really look and ask questions. Ask questions. It's so simple. Like, why don't no one ask questions? Why don't people analyze? Why are people just okay with just believing everything they hear, you know, on the news? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't watch the news, but it's a fact that these niggas be lying. It's a fact these niggas be lying, bro. So, man, protect capitalism at all costs, all right? Hope you enjoyed this video. This is just me venting, and I'm not very good at making videos, so, you know what I'm saying, I'm probably just kind of all over the place, but, you know, capitalism is very important, especially if you want to be rich and wealthy, and money isn't everything, but if you want to live a comfortable life and you want to be able to take care of your family and do what you need to do, I promise you, you know, giving your time away to a job is not the best thing to be doing. There's nothing wrong with having a career and, you know what I'm saying, doing what you got to do. But if that career makes you happy, do it. By all means, do it. I ain't telling you. I've known people that said they love working. They love coming to work and doing what they do. You know, that's good. That's beautiful. I love that shit because that's all that matters. We live in a life where we're here for the experience. You know, and it's important to protect, to walk in our power, walk in our faith, walk in, you know, it's important. It's important. Very important. You know. You don't want to turn 50 and realize you ain't did shit. Not 50. You don't want to turn 80 and realize you ain't did shit with your life but work a job, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't fulfilling. You know what I mean? Like, for real. Follow your purpose. Whatever. A lot of niggas don't know how to follow their intuition. Follow your intuition, man. Like, my intuition is telling me, right? Like, everything in me is telling me to quit my job. You know? But, you know, can't just up and do that. You gotta make sure you have your shit together. You know, that's why I'm using capitalism. I'm able to capitalize off any situation. I'm able to start a business. I'm able to buy a van and start some type of carrier business, or, you know, drop shipping, anything. There's so many ways to make money. Forex, y'all see these Forex videos I be putting out? It's money in this shit. But what if they took it all away and told you can't do none of that to make no money? You just had to work a job. How would you feel? Would you be mad? I would be mad. I'd be pissed. I hate working. I hate it. I can't stand it. I do what I gotta do, but I can't stand it. You feel me? So, you know, think about that. Ask questions, analyze, you know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, comment, subscribe, you know. I'm outie. 5,000.